I went to Union Square to visit the new New York Mets pop-up shop called Mets House NYC. We're here at Mets House NYC. We're going to go see what they have. I hear they have MLB The Show. They'll have somebody that'll draw a picture of me on a baseball, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited to go in there and see what's up. At the station where I could take a swing and they would match my swing to a Mets player, I tried to get a particular player. See if you can guess who it is.
Pete Alonso.
Let's see if I get Alonso.
He was doing Alonso reaching for a slider and missing it.
Why should give me Tyrone Taylor again?
I was gonna say I bet you will.
Yay! Tyrone Taylor.
Is that what you're looking for?
No, I was still looking for Alonso reaching for a slider. But after that, I swung normally. Now I went lefty, and let's say the machine had a bit of trouble reading it. Then my dad and I found that the MLB The Show station was up and running, so of course we had to go play some MLB The Show. Great time at Mets House NYC. I won MLB The Show against Dad, so that was pretty cool. So a lot of great stuff. And the last thing that I haven't shown you, I did get my portrait on a baseball. Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adam's Accounts. Another episode. This is episode 7. That means one more to go. This is the penultimate episode of the season and probably of the school year. Maybe I'll come out with a couple bonus episodes. But with that being said, let's get into our athlete's account. And this is where Mr. Anthony Wu.
Hey, what's up, Adam? Great to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
What's up, Anthony? Thank you for finally coming on.
Yes. We have talked about this for a long time. And you know what? I'm sure you can see I'm in a closet. And I'm going to be honest. I've been trying to sit here for the last 30 minutes trying to come up with a reasonable reason why I'm sitting in a closet that's mostly filled with my mom's clothes. Now, here's the truth. There's a giant elephant near my apartment building. And I know it sounds completely ridiculous, but I live on the 28th floor of my apartment building, and there's a giant elephant, and it reached up with its trunk, and it almost like destroyed our apartment. So I'm being so for real. That's why I'm locked in this apartment. All right. But with that being said, I'm blessed to be here. Thank you for having me. And even with everything that's going on, giant elephant and all, I'm still ready to rock this segment. And Adam and I, we actually talked about the fact that none of these Adams Accounts episodes went over 45 minutes. And I'm just gonna say that's pretty weak. So right now, this episode, Adam and I, we're gonna break that. All right. This is gonna be the best episode of Adam's Account you guys will have ever seen up to this point. All right, this is gonna be the new benchmark.
All right, well, let's make this the new benchmark. And Anthony Wu, today, you will be blind ranking some jerseys. The way that this works is that I will give you a picture of a jersey, and then you will have to rank it 1 through 5. But after you rank it 1 through 5, you can't change your answer to rank it differently. So
all right, I'm excited. Let's get into it.
See how that goes. Here's our first jersey.
Is that Clyde Drexler?
Is that who that is? I have no clue.
I'm pretty sure that's Clyde Drexler, Portland Trailblazers. I'm gonna have to go with 4. I don't think that's that hard, but very cool jersey, very cool player.
Yeah, that is Clyde Drexler. All right,
Ball
putting
knowledge.
that one down for number 4. That is ball knowledge right there. All right, here's our next jersey.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who that is, but I like the retro vibe. I like the white and red. Very like 50s, 60s, maybe like 70s vibe. I like the shorts. I'm gonna have to give this a solid 3.
3, right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Going to 3.
The challenging part is you don't know what's coming next, and you can't.
You do not know what's coming next, and what's coming next is this.
That's also sort of retro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know about the white and blue. I might have to put that at 5.
5?
It's a very cool looking jersey. It's a lot of competition, honestly.
I would. So your next ones are 1 and 2. I would have put that one probably at 1, but hey, it's not my ranking; it's your ranking, and you can do what you want.
It's our differences that bring us together.
All right,
let's see what we got. Michael Jordan, the GOAT, Air Jordan. Your Highness, that has to be number 1. There's no doubt. Sorry to all you LeBron fans. MJ's the GOAT. Undoubtedly number 1. No competition.
Here's my hot LeBron take.
Oh, no.
Which is that LeBron, honestly, is not a top 5 basketball player of all time.
Oh! All right.
Top 5. I think, honestly, the amount of points that he scored over the last 5-10 years of his career that shouldn't have counted because he's and with everybody, that shouldn't have counted because he's traveling or wouldn't have been scored in previous eras because nobody was playing defense. Oh, I think he's not a top 5 player all time.
All right, now let's talk about this, because it's our differences that bring us together. Who do you think is top 5?
Say top 5: MJ, Magic Johnson, Bill Russell. I think Bill Russell's top 5.
Okay.
Let's see. Shaq probably. Yeah. I like a lot of older guys. And Fletch.
Who?
If you know, you know. Fletch, he's 6'5", 6'9" with the afro. If you know, you know.
I guess I do not have elite ball knowledge.
It's not. He's not a real basketball player.
So you mean me, right? So I'm number 5.
Okay, we'll go with that. Here's their last jersey.
Kevin Garnett. That's fire. That's a fire jersey, fire play. That's Kevin Garnett, right?
I think so. I don't know.
All right. Fire. Yeah, number 2.
Yeah, it's Kevin Garnett
I like
too.
that. I'm gonna have to say though, ranking Bill Russell number 3, top 5 all time, and not LeBron is kind of crazy.
I think Bill Russell's at least a winner.
He is a winner, but he played at a time when there was less competition. So
Yes, if Babe Ruth was active today, do I think that he would be an elite baseball player? No, but he's an elite baseball player because he played against less competition. So
hey, this is why we're on Adam's account, though. This is the entertaining part. Thinking through our opinions. If you're watching, you better like this segment and get your comments in. Or
yeah, you better like, comment, follow me and Anthony on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me at Riv_2027. Anthony, shout out your Instagram handle.
I don't know my Instagram handle.
Oh, do I have to look it up for you?
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
All right. Follow Anthony at AntW0203. That's his Instagram handle. Go follow him. I'm sure it's worth it. All right. Now we're going to move into some college lacrosse, starting off with this Virginia jersey.
All the time. Ooh. I like the blue and white. I'm gonna have to give this a solid 3. This is gonna be our base point.
3. All right, we'll see. I don't particularly like it, but hey, not my ranking. All right, next jersey, some UNC.
Oh, UNC. Wonder if there's any Duke fans. Number 5.
Number 5 for all the Duke fans.
Yeah.
Do Duke fans even exist outside of North Carolina?
I agree. Where are the Duke fans, bro?
Who likes Duke?
Exactly. Who likes Duke?
Speaking of Duke.
4. Loki, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I said Virginia. I like the blue and white, and I give them a 3. But I guess I'm going to have to give Duke a 4. All right, let's hope we have some fire jerseys for number 1 and number 2.
Number 2, Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, I like the Notre Dame. It reminds me of the Saints.
The Saints?
Like the gold, the gold, black and white. I think that's hard. I'm gonna have to go number 1.
Number 1 on.
Yeah, it's very nice jersey.
Notre Dame. So then your number 2 jersey. We'll find out in a second. Your number 2 jersey is this Denver jersey.
I'm not really a big fan of the white and red, but it is what it is. I got to rep Notre Dame. Amazing color scheme. So as long as Notre Dame is first, we're good.
All right. So would you want to change something about this ranking if you could, and we'll go back to the other one and do that too?
I'd change. Honestly, I'd move that all the way to the back.
This one all the way to 5. Sorry, I can't do it. Going back to the NBA, anything you'd want to change here?
Wait, why is MJ at number 2? MJ should be number 1 because he's the GOAT.
We're ranking jerseys, not players.
Yeah, jersey aura.
Okay. Going on to our next ranking, starting off with some San Jose Sharks action.
Honestly, I've always been a fan of the neon, like greenish white, like the Eagles, and the Sharks. I'm gonna have to give that a number 2.
Number 2 for the Sharks. All right, next one. The official name of this team is the Utah Hockey Club.
Is it actually the Utah Hockey Club?
Yep.
That's like all those soccer clubs in Europe. Like Club de Football. Football club. I like the white, black, and light blue. I think this might be number one.
Number one.
Yeah.
Going up the top of the board early.
Yeah, we're going heavy hitters first.
Always.
Start home.
All right. Yeah. Number one jersey in this ranking. Next one, the Dallas Stars. Sorry, it's a little blurry.
Ooh, I think the green's a very interesting take. I guess it's not horrible. I'll go with a 4.
All right.
I'll give it like a light 4. Like, yeah, light 4. Like some Anthony Fantano. Light 4.
All right.
Anthony Fantano is?
I don't know who that is.
No,
Enlighten me.
I don't think so. Yeah, he's a music reviewer. He's bald. Reviews a lot of music albums.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, no, I have a soft spot for blue and white. This has to go number 3.
All right.
I'm just wondering, where'd you get all these jerseys from? Like, how'd you pick them out? Like, tell the viewers your hard work.
I just do it.
Well, I think the viewers should understand the hard work you put into this.
Because I put in a lot of hard work for this.
Absolutely, because, it's a great segment, great show. I think everyone loves to watch it. So, again, make sure to follow Adam. Make sure to watch Adam's account every single time. Because it's just amazing content.
My job for me.
I just got to call it like it is.
Yeah. And pump out the Brass Bonanza, even though Anthony ranked it at number 5, the Hartford Whalers.
Yeah, sorry, Whalers. Gotta go.
Oh,
straight to number 5.
Right. I can't.
Just not the biggest fan of green. It's interesting, though. It's unique.
Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Sorry, I love that. I love Brass Bonanza.
I love you want me to sing some Gracie Abrams?
Not particularly.
Adam's sick of it. I'd sing this all the time to him and like Chem. I'd just be singing Gracie Abrams.
Yep. Next one. Starting out strong with some Rangers.
I potentially have a hot take. I don't know whether or not to go with it though.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna stay neutral. I'm gonna put the Rangers at number 3.
Number 3. All right, number 3, Rangers.
I like the blue and white, but I feel like it's feels a bit classic. I'm gonna go with number 3.
It is a very classic jersey, that's for sure.
Yes.
All right. Next jersey, some Nashville Predators, and the guy's holding a guitar for some reason, but it's Nashville. But
could you zoom in on the guitar? Looks very nice. Wow, looks expensive.
Who knows?
The yellow. Honestly, the yellow. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan, but I think it's unique. You know what? I respect it. I'm gonna have to go with number 2. I think very, very good. I mean, very, very very interesting. It's different.
All right, number 2 for the Preds. Next one.
You know, actually, I've been meaning to get into hockey. I've watched a bit of hockey, but like not too much. So if you're a viewer of this show and you want to help me get into hockey, please, I'm trying to be a fan.
What would you rate this jersey?
I don't know. Orange. I mean, orange. I'm gonna have to go with number 4. It's not horrible. It's not amazing in my opinion.
Yeah, but the team's horrible.
No comment.
No comment?
No comment.
Okay. 1 or 5?
Ooh. Blue and yellow. That's an interesting one. Blue and yellow. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to go number 5 for this one.
Number 5 for the Blues?
Not the greatest fan.
And that, of course, means your number 1 jersey belongs to the Los Angeles Kings.
You know, actually, I'm a huge fan of black. You know, I wear a lot of like black hoodies and stuff. I just love the color black. It looks great, honestly. I think the black and white's always like a classic contrast. Always looks great.
Well, anything about this list that you would change if you could?
Yeah, you know, I think the Rangers actually. I got to stick to my guns as a New Yorker, man. I'm gonna have to go number 1 for the Rangers. My heart's in for the Rangers.
Yeah, exactly. You might be savable, which means if you're gonna put the Rangers at number 1, where are you putting the Flyers?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go number 5.
Yeah, good job. Good job. You're learning.
Yep.
You're
Rangers
learning.
Rangers fans, trying to help me get into hockey. I'm right here, man. I'm gonna be one of you guys in no time. Put me on.
Let's go. We need you for the playoff push.
Yeah, I'll be there.
For this one, would you have changed anything? Didn't ask.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's fine?
I think it's fine.
All right. Well, then, if that's everything, we'll move on to the next ranking. We got some more college lacrosse. Starting off with
College lacrosse. You know, I'm actually. Is this men's or women's lacrosse?
this is men's.
Mm-mm. I've actually watched a bit of women's lacrosse. Watched a bit of like the NCAA tournament last year, but Rutgers, New Jersey, Jersey. I'm not gonna lie though, I like Rutgers. I like Rutgers for basketball this year because they have Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey. So I might have to go number 3 for Rutgers. You know,
Go Cats.
can't support
that's all
Jersey
I
too
can
much,
say.
but I'm kind of low key liking them.
Rutgers, number 3. Starting in the middle. Next up, Maryland.
Maryland. You know, I think the color scheme's decent, but just decent. So I'm gonna have to go 4.
4.
I think
Alright.
we can find some better ones.
4 for Maryland. Let's see. So you got 1, 2, and 5 left.
Mhm.
Boston College.
Boston College, and NCAA women's winners last year in lacrosse. Number 1, man. Love Boston. I watched them a bit throughout the NCAA tournament last year. I'm just kidding. It's Boston. Why would I ever like Boston?
Exactly. Hey, Boston isn't bad.
Well, they're not bad, but I can't be caught liking them, you know?
All right, where are we putting them? 1, 2, or 5?
5.
5 for BC, 5 for the
Straight to
defending
5. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Straight to number 5.
Wow. All right.
Oh,
One
I
or
almost
two.
fell.
Johns Hopkins.
Ugh, I almost fell
Shout
out of
out
my
getter.
chair.
What?
No, I almost fell out of my chair because I was like
Ooh.
leaning back and rocking. So, Hopkins. You know what? I like the blue. You know, I'm a fan of the blue. I'm a fan of the white. I'm gonna have to go number 2.
Number 2. All right, let's go. This makes me very, very excited, and I will explain to you why.
Makes me excited too. Wait, excited
Because
for what?
as shout out, Mom. I'm a Northwestern sports fan. You just put Northwestern
Shout out
women's
Adam's mom,
lacrosse at
too.
number 1.
Number 1. Let's go.
As a side note, Northwestern is doubling its funding for men's lacrosse, but not for women's lacrosse.
That's you know what? Let's get our thoughts on that.
All right, Anthony, let's hear your thoughts. Yeah.
I personally, I've always been a supporter of equal opportunity. You know what? I think we should increase funding unilaterally. I think everyone deserves an opportunity to play lacrosse because it's an amazing sport. Wait, my mom might be home. I might have to open the door for her. Give me a second.
All right. Wow. While we wait for that, I'm going to plug it once again. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me and Anthony on Instagram. Anthony, his Instagram. With Anthony's Instagram. AntW0203 and mine, Riv_2027. You'll see Adam's accounts, updates, and more on mine. And Anthony, I don't know, I'm not Anthony, so I can't tell you what you'll see on Anthony's Instagram account.
Yes, and we're back. Turns out that was not my mom. That was just someone opening the trash room.
Yes. Also,
about my Insta. If you want to see me, if you want to see Insta notes about Girl Pop, follow my Insta. And for generally cool stuff, like me singing Olivia Rodrigo, all the things I did. Well, I hope I was your favorite.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off before I get sued. So.
Oh yeah, and also
what were your thoughts on Northwestern's funding lacrosse, men's lacrosse, but not women's lacrosse, doubling men's lacrosse funding?
Yeah, you know what? That's actually it's been brought to my attention that Northwestern does not have a men's lacrosse team. So, blooper. Might have to cut that one out. No, I'm lacrosse is a great sport though, so I think it's amazing that they've increased funding for lacrosse.
They haven't.
Oh, did you just lie to me?
I just said they doubled their men's lacrosse funding, but they doubled it from 0 to 0.
Wow, duplicitous. Hey, these are the moments that make this Adam's Account episode special, bro. It's chemistry, man. I'm telling you. This is going to be a special episode.
All right. Next one, we're going college hoops in honor of March Madness.
Two-hand slam.
Michigan, right? The Michigan, not the Providence.
Love the dunk, but Jersey, fortunately, not so much. I'm going to have to go number 4.
All right. Next one. Do you know who this is?
Absolutely. That's my GOAT Cooper Flag. Low-key overrated. He has no bag, no handles, trash. I said what I said. Jersey's good though. I'm gonna have to go 2. You know what, though? Mark my words. Mark my words. Don't be surprised in 5 years if Cooper Flag is a generational bust.
We'll see.
Yeah, no,
We'll see if we'll come back to that in 5 years, and if you're right, you said 3,
2.
2.
I like the white and blue. I think I have a type.
If we come back in 5 years and you're correct, so I'll give you your props. Louisville.
I actually like the red and white. I think it's cool. I'm gonna have to. It's a retro vibe, and because of that, though, I'm gonna have to give it a 3.
3.
It's decent, but 3.
So due to this very official and very accurate ranking, this next jersey will either be your favorite or your least favorite college basketball jersey of all time, Alabama.
Favorites to win. My favorite to win March Madness this year.
I still have Michigan State, but after yesterday against New Mexico,
yeah. Wait, does he play for? No, he plays for. I was thinking of somebody. You know who Boogie Fland is?
yes.
Of course, bro. Got to rep New York. I thought he played for Alabama for a second. He played for Arkansas.
Yeah.
Honestly, Boogie's like he's repping New York. Out of Stepinac, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, out of Stepinac, number one basketball school in the state. He's playing for Calipari now at Arkansas. I think he's going to go on to do great things. But Alabama, I'm going to have to put at. Wow, I only have 1 in 5.
Yeah.
1.
Alabama, number 1 jersey ever, which means number 5, Michigan State.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Don't like the green.
All right, we'll go back to these last two. Anything that you would have changed about this ranking?
I might switch. I'll switch
You like
3 and
it?
4. I'll switch 3 and 4.
All right, well, can't do it, but
Wish I could, but
can't.
you only
and then
get
for
to make those
this
choices
one,
once. As the great Steve Jobs once said, you can only connect the dots looking backwards. You can't connect them looking forwards. See, that's why you watch Adam's account.
yeah, for inspirational quotes.
Exactly.
What about this one? Anything you would have changed here?
No, I think it's good.
Looks pretty good. Go Cavs.
Happy with my choices.
And then our last ranking, we're going back to the NBA.
Oh, yes! Trae Young.
You have the floor.
Listen, I know we live in New York, and I know most of us are Knicks fans. A lot of us are Knicks fans. Shout out to you Knicks fans, but I'm going to have to be honest, bro. Trae Young, favorite player in the NBA. My favorite player in the NBA. I don't care if it's New York and Knicks fans don't like Trae Young. Trae Young is my favorite player, all right? And let me tell you why. This is going to blow your mind, all right? We all know Trae Young is a short guard. I mean, Basketball Reference has him as 6'1", 6'2". People say he's 5'11", 6 foot flat. I mean, imagine all-star, under 6 feet, or just barely 6 feet. I mean, that's generational stuff. That's like Allen Iverson level. You know what though? Trae Young, he's better than Allen Iverson. All right, this man could average 15 assists. All right, per game. I'm so serious. This man could average 25 and 15 per game. Heck, throw in 5 rebounds because he's just amazing, bro. 25, 15, and 5. Trae Young is a generational talent. He's a generational talent of generational talents. All right? Trae Young, he is he words cannot describe how amazing Trae Young is. Yeah, he's fast. He shoots. He has amazing basketball IQ and vision. I mean, Trae Young defense is overhated. Trae Young's defense is not that bad, and his offense is generational. Like I said, generational. All right. You know what? Trae Young, he's hated for his hairline, hated for why even is he hated? Hated for his hairline, hated for his fear of birds, hated for anything, bro. I mean, this man gets hate at every single opportunity, every single corner. But this man he constantly gives it his all, game in, game out, putting up monster performances. He's a charitable man, gives back to, people who need. I mean, this man, amazing competitor, amazing person. And, I know y'all New Yorkers, I'm a New Yorker, but if you're a fan of the Knicks at Hunter and you don't like Trae Young, let me tell you, man, please reconsider. He is the stuff. All right. Trae Young is the real deal. He's the real deal of real deals.
Thank you, Anthony, for that. Convinced me.
Okay,
where are you putting this Hawks jersey?
Is that even a question? And this jersey, amazing. Black and red, gold, yellow, at number one. No doubt in my mind.
Number one. All right, moving on to number two.
Stephen, you know what? I've kind of been hating on retro jerseys, but I've actually really liked this Warriors jersey. The dark blue and the gold. I'm going to have to go number two. So heavy hitters out the way early.
All right, we'll see if that strategy holds up for this round.
Another great small guard.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Buckets, I'm gonna have to go number three, actually.
Number three.
I like the pink and light blue. I think it's a really nice vibe.
Number four.
LeBron.
This man is not a top 5 NBA player.
All right, can I get the mic for this one too?
Okay.
All right, so here I am back again from absolutely glazing trail. Hold on, let me fix my sweater. Hair is kind of cooked. My bad, y'all. All right. Anyways, whoa. Why does it look like I have a receding hairline? What is going on? All right, I'll fix this later. All right, LeBron. Listen, LeBron. I think Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, but let's be so for real here. LeBron is without a doubt a top 5 player of all time. He could be number 2. He could be number 3. He could be number 4. And some people will have him number 5. But, I mean, without a doubt, LeBron James, I think top 3 player of all time. MJ, LeBron, in no specific order. I mean, obviously, MJ number 1. MJ, LeBron, I don't even know who's the other top 3. Who's the third best? But LeBron James, incredible longevity. He hasn't played defense for the past 10 years, but it's all good because LeBron James, I mean, he is without a doubt. He is a Hall of Famer for Hall of Famers. I mean, went to the NBA right out of high school. Carried Cleveland for years, went to the Heat, went back to Cleveland. He's won ring after ring after ring. Not as many as MJ, but LeBron, he's a dominant player. And I think, there's always going to be people who say, oh, LeBron travels a lot. Oh, LeBron offensive fouls his way to the basket. Oh, LeBron this. Ooh, LeBron flops.
He does.
Yeah,
flop.
He does flop. But I think LeBron, a lot of players flop. I think flopping, honestly, is just part of the game. If the refs don't call you out for flopping, you might as well. So, I mean, LeBron, to put Bill Russell, to put Who'd you put above LeBron?
I put MJ, Magic Johnson, Bill Russell, Shaq, and Fletch.
Okay, well, Fletch is obviously me, so I had to put myself above LeBron out of respect for myself.
Fletch is the greatest basketball player of all time, no question about it.
Thank you. No, I'm humble. I'll put myself second, right after Michael Jordan. But putting Shaq over LeBron has to be some kind of tomfoolery. I mean, Shaq was a monster, but LeBron was a monster in his own right. And LeBron averaged more assists. I mean, defensive-wise, we can probably pretty comparable, but Shaq had prime Kobe. LeBron, he had prime nobody. I mean, yes, in Miami he had D-Wade, but I mean, let's take the Cleveland run, for example. I mean, LeBron had Tristan Thompson and J.R. Smith, both great role players, but nothing on the level of Kobe Bryant. And I mean, Shaq in his later years, like with the Celtics, for example, was not a very impactful player. LeBron is still an impactful player. We watch Lakers games and we think of, what is LeBron going to do tonight? What can LeBron do to help? Nah, you see, everybody travels, all right? Everybody travels. Shaq travels. Magic travels. John Stockton travels. Steph
The guy
Curry
that hit
travels.
that buzzer beater yesterday
Bill Russell
for
travels.
Arkansas travel.
Nah, LeBron. Listen, people hate on him. People think he offensive fouls his way to the bucket. He just dips his shoulder and then he rams people. But I mean, he's 6'9", 6'8", massive freight train. He's just strong. You just can't contend with LeBron. I think putting LeBron outside the top 5 is just blasphemy. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. So LeBron has to go number 4.
All right.
I actually really like the purple and gold. I think it's a very unique take.
And then your last jersey, that is going number 5. Knicks fans will be so sad. Knicks fans will be so sad.
Yeah. You know what? I just got, speaking of, timing, I just got a message on IG from Joshua Celestin saying Jalen Brunson is better than Trae Young. Jalen Brunson over Trae Young? On God? I mean, what are we doing here, bro? Jalen Brunson over Trae Young. That is generational Knicks glazing. I mean, like, what? You cannot be more of a Knicks glazer, bro. Like, I get that we're in New York, but we gotta respect the game. We gotta respect the talent. And there's no way that Jalen Brunson is better than Trae Young. So, JC, when you see this, probably gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just want you to know your take is bad. All right. I'm gonna come into IG after we're done with the show, and I'm gonna pummel you with straight facts about why Trae Young is infinitesimally better than Jalen Brunson. All right.
All right. Anything that you would change about this ranking before I pull it off the board?
Absolutely not. This ranking is perfect.
All right. That means it'll be time for our wheel spins.
Oh, the wheel spin. I'm doing the Lev Brisman.
So we have 5 wheel spins. You're going to get a team. I'm not going to tell you who they're playing. We'll look it up after the fact.
Uh-huh.
And then you'll have to pick whether or not they're going to win or lose their next game.
All right. Bet. Sounds good.
Let's go. First wheel spin.
Nah, I was trying to mimic the sound.
Grizzlies.
Versus who?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. Can I look up the schedule?
No. That's the point.
Do the Grizzlies have any injuries? I think, is Desmond Bane out? I'm pretty sure the Grizzlies just lost to something. I'm gonna have to go with a loss for the Grizzlies. It's down year for Ja Morant.
All right. Going to our next wheel spin.
Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh no. I personally have not been a fan of Minnesota Timberwolves at all after they traded Karl Anthony Towns for Julius Randle, but I gotta be honest, they've been playing pretty well recently. It depends on who they're playing though. I'm pretty sure they just lost to the Bucks or something. No, I just don't remember. I'm gonna have to go with a win for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've been playing well recently. Dante DiVincenzo playing much better.
For the record, the Grizzlies are playing the Jazz, and the Timberwolves are playing the Pacers.
Pacers are like 4th in the East. Denver Nuggets. Come on, you already know what I'm gonna say. No, I mean like Nikola Jokic.
They are playing the most definitely in first place Bulls. So
Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr. Listen, they're definitely gonna win, bro. I know they had a rough start to the season, but come on, we can't even doubt it.
how much do you like JC?
Who is a Knicks fan that's gonna get heated with me? Oh, definitely Hakeem. Hakeem's definitely gonna be pissed at the Trae Young segment. Listen, I'm not a hater. I'm impartial. So I think the Knicks, they've played well this year. They have not played well. I think they're like 0-9 or 0-10 or 0-11 or something against top teams. But that I think they're gonna win.
The Knicks are gonna go play the Luka-less Mavericks.
Yeah, that's raps. GG, Knicks win.
All right, and our last and final wheel spin. Nope, doesn't count. You know who they're playing, doesn't count. Nope, already got them.
Last time.
All right, that's Nets.
Yeah, the Nets are horrid this year. Loss. Doesn't matter who they are. Well, yeah, no, they're horrid. Loss.
Their next game is also against the Mavericks, so that's fun.
Contending for not last.
Well done.
Actually, I don't think the Nets are last. Probably like the Jazz are last or something.
Who knows? But that'll do it for the wheel spin. We're definitely at this point over 45 minutes, so congratulations to you, Anthony.
I'm gonna be for real. I didn't even notice. I mean, it's just when you have chemistry, you don't notice.
Time flies.
No, time flies, real. I mean, I think people will look back on this in years past, and be like, "This was the best Adam's Account episode." All right.
If you think so, like, subscribe, and leave a comment.
Like, subscribe, follow Adam on Instagram, on YouTube, on Patreon, on Twitter, whatever.
I don't have a Patreon.
And it's all good.
Nor do I have a Twitter.
Make sure you show your love and support for Adam, because we all know the amount of work he puts into making these.
Like, subscribe, and comment if I made a Patreon, if you would pay for it.
Yes.
Comment how much. All right. Well, that'll wrap it up here for the Athletes Account. Thank you so much for coming on, Anthony.
All right. Thanks so much for having me, Adam.
All right. See you tomorrow. When? I don't know. See you whenever I see you.
See ya. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. And now we'll move on to the final account. In which I'm just going to quickly talk about how the Mets pitching situation is going to look and how I think it's going to come out this season. So I think, again, Mets rotation, obviously the weakest part of their team overall, but I think Griffin Canning's looked great in spring training. So was Clay Holmes. I think, and combined with Minaya, I think the rotation is honestly going to be better than last year. But we'll see what happens. So that'll do it for me for Adam's Accounts. Quick little final account. And I'll see you guys next week, I think, for the finale. Thank you all so much for watching, and subscribe for Broccoli Rob.